Hi, and thanks so much for joining me. Today we are talking about the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk collection, and I did hesitate on making this because I know it's not available currently, but maybe by the time you're watching this, maybe they will have relaunched it. I did email them to ask them if they were relaunching it. I know there were so many people who were wanting it, who couldn't get their hands on it. I think it'd be really smart if they brought it back. They'd make a lot of money. But I thought I would just read you what they said to me in terms of restocking. They said, as of now, there are no plans to restock the Pillow Talk collection on charlottetilbury.com. However, due to the popularity, so they're aware it's popular, of this collection, there is a chance the collection will be restocked. There's not an exact date as of yet. I do suggest you sign up for email updates on charlottetilbury.com. So if you sign up for their updates, they will let you know if they release it. Again, I've seen other people's monthly favorites and they are talking about this, and they are different skin tones than me. They are also different undertones than me. So it's pretty versatile in terms of how many people like this product and how different the coloring is on everyone. So that's pretty amazing that that many people can be loving this product. So right off the bat, I love that it's monochrome in terms of a coordinated eye, cheek, and lip. I don't think I have anything like that, but I will try on for you the eye colors, and I'll show you a little swatch of these. So we've got the lightest color here, then we've got the deeper color, the shimmer color here, and then also the, oh gosh, I took a lot of that, didn't I? And then we've got the pop color right here. So more of a shimmery color. And then in terms of the blush, I also have the blush. If I can open it, I've got this. So the color on the blush looks like really beautiful there. And then we've got the middle color, which is more like a highlighter, actually. If I could compare it to something, it's more shimmery. You can see it's catching the light right there. I also have the two lip products. So I've got this lip liner, the lip cheat, and then also the lipstick. So those are all the colors. So I'm going to try them on for you, and then I'm also going to talk about the Stars in Your Eyes palette. This is not featuring this palette, but I did pick this up, and some people are saying there are colors in here that are similar to the Pillow Talk collection in case you don't want to wait to see if they relaunch this and you just want to pick this up. So I'm going to show you some swatches of the colors in here that are similar but not exactly the same to the Pillow Talk if you want to see that. So if you want to see the try-on and find out my thoughts, I mean, I already love this, but I can tell you more about it at the end. But if you want to find out my thoughts along the way and at the end, please keep watching. We're going to go ahead and start with the eyes. I'm going to take this color right here and put that all over my lid. I'm just going to use a fluffy brush for that. And I like this because it's really easy to work with. The Stars in Your Eyes palette's a little bit more intense, so you've got to be careful. This one is not. So it's got that nice warm pink color, almost like the tone of this sweater. It's more salmony. And these colors actually remind me a lot of, I had my makeup done by Stila when I think they first came out, I want to say in the 90s, maybe somewhere around there, late 90s. They were at Nordstrom, and the founder, I think her name is Janine Lobel. She actually picked the colors. She went around to all the people sitting in the chairs and she picked all the colors for everyone. And this is very similar to the shade that she picked for my eye. So she picked this, she picked a lip that is very close to Pillow Talk, and she picked a beautiful like deep purple eyeliner. And I think the blush is very much along the lines of the Pillow Talk blush. So when I saw these colors come out, I got really excited because I knew that they would probably work for me. Yeah, so she didn't actually do my makeup, but she picked the shades, and then her makeup artist did my makeup based on her colors. So that was kind of cool. She did like the color selection piece. So there it is, and that's how I love to wear it every day. It's just a nice wash of color. It doesn't do too much. It adds a little something. You're not quite sure what. Doesn't look like you spent a whole lot of time on it, which I didn't. You saw how quick that was. But it does something to kind of warm up the face and make it look more alive. I'm going to take the same fluffy brush and I'm going in with the second deeper color. I'm just going to go across that in the crease. Now, when the color is a little bit more intense, I won't use a fluffy brush because it'll kind of end up being too deep, too intense. But this one is really easy to just use a fluffy brush and blend it in. Like, even though I just took a little bit there, you can see it's still quite pigmented. It's just a lot harder to mess it up than some other colors that are, the color payoff is more intense. So we got that, and the other side. And I try and concentrate it right here under the peak of my eyebrow. Okay, next I'm going to take another eyeshadow brush, this flat one, and I'm going to go in with this first color here and just pat that on my lid, starting from the inside here and then going towards the middle. Just adds a bit of shimmer. So really that's all for the eyes. I'm going to take a little bit just so you can see though, this last one, the pop color here. It's the more glittery shade. I don't usually wear this daily, but you can easily transition to evening by just taking a little bit on your finger like this and then patting it on your lid. And that's it for the eyes. I will add some eyeliner and mascara, and I think that really does something to finish off a look, of course. Let's go ahead and do lips next. This is the Pillow Talk Lip Cheat Lip Liner. And although the palette for the eyes is on the warmer, more salmony side, I think this on me is more on the cooler side. Let's try and cheat that out just a little bit. Now I'll go in with the Pillow Talk lipstick. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but there is a tinge more warmth in the lipstick than in the lip liner, at least the pair that I have. It looks like I completely match here. Okay, quickly, let's do the blush. This is a beautiful color. So I'm going to take this Ray Morris brush and I'm going to take the exterior and go over my cheek with that first. Little goes a long way on her blushes, so just light-handed here. And then I'm going to take the smaller Ray Morris brush and just go in the middle here and take a little bit of that. And I'm going to pop it right here. It's definitely more of like a, you can see, more of a highlighter type shade. I'm going to take a little, whoa, that's so wet. I'm going to take a little bit of that highlighter down the nose here. I'm just going to finish up with some eyeliner and mascara and I'll be right back. I'm back with eyeliner and mascara. So the eyeliners I used, Marc Jacobs Brownie in the waterline, which is probably why it looks a little bit darker. I don't usually put a darker color in the waterline, so I've got that in there a little bit below the lash line. I've got Marc Jacobs Highliner Blacker in the tight line area, and then also Tom Ford eyeliner just right above the liquid eyeliner, right above the lash line, and then again I smudge it out with Brownie on top, and I use the Caution Mascara by Hourglass, and then also the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. Just talking about the eyeshadow first, I love all the colors in here. I mean, I love every single color in here. I probably don't use this one as much, but I use this one every day. This has been my everyday eyeshadow. I add this for a little bit more drama, and then this if I just want to soften it and add a little shimmer. So I use all three, probably more than the fourth one right here. But again, this is just so easy to use. The colors are just so beautiful. They work really well in the skin tone. They add something, but not too obvious if you're looking for something like that in your everyday makeup. For the blush is beautiful. I cannot say enough about this color. It's got like a tawnier type color on my skin tone. So I really like that. Again, it's more subtle, although be careful because it is intense. This highlighter is beautiful as well. Lip colors. Can't believe I didn't try these, but I love them too. If I could make this more perfect, I'd add just a little bit more warmth, but I think it's a really pretty pink on me. I don't think I have this color already in something else. I don't think. I have so many nude like pinky colors, but this is really, really beautiful. So if this was available, I would say go order it or go get it, but it is not. And I hope they relaunch this because I know I'm going to run out of this soon. I mean, you could get the lip colors right now. The lips are part of their regular collection, but this, I want this to come back into stock myself because I will most likely hit pan on this, which is a rare thing for me, especially with eyeshadow, because I love eyeshadow sticks, cream eyeshadow sticks, and I use those more than this, but this has just been so easy to use. So yeah, cross our fingers that this comes back into stock. But I did want to show you, like I said, some dupes for these colors in the Stars in Your Eyes palette. I'm just going to swatch these for you so we can get a quick comparison. So I'm going to swatch 3 of the colors from the, okay, I didn't really leave enough space, so we're going to have to bear with me here. So I'm going to swatch the Stars in Your Eyes palette next to this so you can see the comparison, that they will be similar but not exactly the same. I haven't had enough time, like I said, to play with this very much, but I was looking because there was a question asking if they were the same, so I wanted to really make sure they were either the same or not exactly so I could tell you. We're going to take a look at this color right here, Love Eyes, this matte one, and I'm going to compare it. It's very similar but not the same to the first color. So you can see they are not exactly the same. Similar, but this has way more salmon in it than this one, like more warmth. Then the next one we'll talk about is the Happy Eyes color. This one right here in the middle. It's also a matte color. It looks like this, but not exactly the same. Again, there's just a bit more warmth to this one, and it's not as dark as the one in Pillow Talk. But the pigmentation on the Stars in Your Eyes palette seems to be more intense, so I would be more careful with that when applying it. It doesn't seem as intense in Pillow Talk, which is why I think it feels so easy to use that palette. And then finally, let's take this color right here, the shimmery one in Love Eyes, and I'm going to compare that. And it doesn't take much to get this pigment. It actually took quite a bit off. I didn't mean to, but you can see that it's almost the same shade, but look how much more intense. It's more fine. The shimmer is much more refined. The particles are smaller in this, it seems, than in the Pillow Talk. So I hope that helps out a little bit, but those are the ones that I was able to say, yeah, those look pretty close. I think that is it for things that you could call dupes in there. So again, very similar, not the same, but if you wanted to give that a try, I think it's worth a shot because some people I've been communicating with on YouTube have been really loving this palette. So I will do this one probably more towards the end of the month because I've been playing with the Pillow Talk color so much I haven't really had time to play with this one yet. So this one's up next. I'll give this a go for a couple of weeks and let you know what my thoughts are, but just based on kind of just playing around really informally with it, that one looks good too. So if you want to stay tuned for that one, make sure you subscribe so that one pops up on your feed. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you have, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. So I'm just going to, the glimmer, Now, when the color is a little bit more intense, I won't use a fluffy brush because it'll kind of end up being too deep, too intense. That's my stomach.